What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nasher, welcome back to the channel. And for today's WWE news video, holy shit, there is a lot to talk about, including the latest on on former NXT champion Karrion Kross wants to come back to WWE? Wonder what that's about. Wonder why. Could literally be anything. Apparently, Triple H wants to go back from NXT 2.0 to Black and Gold. But will it though? We will see. WWE has announced the suspension of Ronda Rousey, but the question is, why? We will get to that here in a little bit. But kicking things off for this for this video, Intercontinental Champion Gunther wants to defend against John Cena. Now, before we get started with this video, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys do, and you guys want to see more WWE news videos, which typically get posted on Thursdays, sometimes on weekends, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, smash that thumbs up button, turn on the notification bell, and make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media. I can't speak. I cannot speak. Let me rephrase, guys. Let me rephrase. Sorry, guys. I got a little flustered there. Anyway, as I was saying, turn on the notification bell and turn on the notification bell and follow me on all of my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. If you guys want to send fan mail, the info will be in the description as well. So let's kick things off with Gunther. Apparently, he wants to defend the Intercontinental title against John Cena. Now, obviously, when you're a champion in WWE, there's always that one person that they want to defend the title against, and this time is no different. Gunther wants John Cena, so we know that Gunther, when he first came into WWE as part of NXT UK, there were reports that he had no intentions on moving here to the US full time and have himself a run on the main roster. However, he's already a former NXT UK champion. He competed on NXT for not even a year. I think it was like 7 months or something. Now he's on SmackDown. Now he's on SmackDown as the Intercontinental Champion. And apparently, him moving to the US opened up a fuckload of dream matches for the ring general, and one of them is John Cena. He was in a interview with Sports Illustrated. Big shout out, no copyrights as always. He spoke about wanting to put wanting to put the honor and prestige back into the title, and how he wanted to go and how he wanted to work with John Cena. He said, quote, excuse me. He said, quote, I'm going to give this title the prestige it needs and make it the greatest prize in wrestling. I would like to wrestle John Cena and anyone else who is considered elite. Ooh, shots fired. Shots fired. I didn't come here to be mediocre. I came here to be in the ring with the best. And of course, we all know that he's currently locked in a rivalry with Shinsuke Nakamura over the title. And apparently, it was supposed to have been added to to the SummerSlam card, but apparently it was not. But apparently it did not. It didn't really work out so well, unfortunately. But this is interesting. A match with John Cena and Gunther over the Intercontinental title. Here's the thing. John Cena, we all know of his background. Not his background, of his accolades. 16-time world champion, 5-time U.S. champion, 4-time tag team champion, 2-time Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank. The dude has done it all. But I think winning the IC title will probably cap off a legendary career for him, because if he were to win the title from Gunther, excuse me, at a premium live event, like, say, I don't know. I guess maybe excuse me. Like, say, Clash at the Castle or something like that. That right there would be huge, because we all know the last time the Intercontinental title was defended in the main event of SummerSlam was back in 1992. And if I remember right, if I can find the program, here it is. Yeah. So what I have here is the program from SummerSlam 2009. This is actually the proof that I was actually there. It's all banged up, scribbled on, taped on. Basically, it's everything you could think of from back in the day. So, if I remember correctly, go back on it. So, obviously, the first SummerSlam was in 1988 at Madison Square Garden. The WWE title was actually, it was not defended. There was a tag team match involving the WWE champion. Let's see. There was one. Let's see how many Intercontinental title matches we had that was in the main event. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think every match other than that match inside Wembley was for the Intercontinental title. Actually, yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I believe Wembley Stadium was the only time that the Intercontinental title was defended in the main event of SummerSlam. Because I know that, hang on. I'll deal with that later. Anyway, that was the last time. I feel like if the Intercontinental title were to be defended again in the main event, that right there would be history made, because we all know that when it comes to Roman Reigns as the undisputed Universal Champion, it's either he kicks off the show or he ends the show. He don't care to do in between. If he does in between, he thinks that it's a sign of disrespect. Now, while I do agree that as the world champion you could start the show or end the show, sometimes you have to give other talent, other champions, that big spotlight. Whether it's kicking off the show or ending the show, you got to give that champion the big spotlight. And I think, honestly, the Intercontinental title has had none of it, in my opinion. So I would not mind seeing this match. I think this would be a really great match because it's a battle of strength and power. In Gunther versus the power and speed of John Cena. That would be a very interesting clash of styles. But that's just my opinion anyway. I don't know if we'll ever see the match, but who knows. Moving on, Ronda Rousey has been suspended, and you guys are wondering why. Well, it's because of what happened this past Saturday at Summerslam. Because, as you guys know, Ronda Rousey challenged Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's title at SummerSlam, and it was actually the second to last match of the card. Yeah, it was the second to last match of the card, one of the literally the co-main event. And it's interesting because we know that Ronda has had a very interesting history of attacking referees, to say the very least. But WWE wrote on all social media, on all their social media platforms, saying, quote, following her attack on referee Dan Engler at SummerSlam, Ronda Rousey has been fined an undisclosed amount and will be suspended. An irate Rousey attacked the official after her SmackDown Women's title match, claiming she missed Liv Morgan tapping out to the armbar while he counted the pinfall. Due to her suspension, Rousey will not appear on this week's Friday Night SmackDown. That's actually pretty huge because Ronda. Because here's the thing. We know that Ronda Rousey started her WWE career as a babyface. Once she became Raw Women's Champion, she then evidently started to slowly become a heel, and once she decided to cut that heel promo, everything went south for Ronda Rousey. Excuse me, because she ended up losing the Raw Women's title to Becky Lynch the same way, on the same night that, or rather on the same match that Charlotte Flair lost the SmackDown Women's title to Becky Lynch, thus becoming the yes, excuse me, trying to clear my throat. Thus becoming hashtag Becky 2 Belts, which I have to admit that was a history making moment, but I can't say that I'm surprised. She was suspended once before for attacking WWE officials, including Raw General Manager at the time, Kurt Angle. It just was not a good look for her, but that's on her. She's got nobody to blame but herself. And I must admit, Dan did make a slight miscalculation when it came to this matchup. The ref did fuck up a little bit, but again, Ronda Rousey got nobody to blame but herself. But with that being said, we do gotta shift gears to NXT, as we found out that apparently Triple H wants to go back to the days of black and gold. So apparently the Wrestling Observer, big shout out, no copyrights as always, it has reported that there are current rumors about Triple H bringing back the black and gold style of NXT. You know the black and gold NXT. So rumor has it that Triple H will will do away with NXT 2.0 and bring things back to black and gold, as the fans had enjoyed before, and it was the black and gold blend was known as Triple H's baby, if you will. And apparently he would want to stamp his authority back onto the show once again. And of course, too, the Observer even also theorized that Triple H could also headhunt top independent stars once again. That the Vince had moved NXT away from that in favor of scouting those he believed had a better shot at being megastars on the main roster, like on Raw, SmackDown, like recently. Obviously, Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser, Doudrop as well. Who else I can think of? Maxine Dupree, if you guys do not know who they were. Sophia Cromwell and LA Knight, basically. It's a possibility that those superstars could go back to NXT at some point, which is a possibility. But it posed problems because a lot of the NXT talent that went to the main roster had no interest in being on Raw or SmackDown, but they showed up anyway because I guess Vince wanted to raise their morale, but it didn't really do anything at all, I guess. And as you guys know, Triple H was responsible for the NXT successes of superstars like Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole, Bebe, and so many others. Rhea Ripley. Let's see here. Shayna Baszler, Alexa Bliss, Seth freaking Rollins, Roman Reigns. Just to name a few. Even Karrion Kross, who I will talk about here in a second. Apparently, he wants to come back to NXT or back to WWE, which I'll get to that in a second. It is a possibility that format could come back, but I'm not gonna hold my breath at this point. I mean, 2.0 has been somewhat successful with Vince, retired and Triple H back, back at running things again. It's possible, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. But this now brings us to our final topic. Karrion Kross is hoping for a possible return to WWE. So we know that. So as you guys know, Karrion Kross left WWE because of his contract. His contract had actually it was still going strong, but he left WWE because of budget cuts, and apparently so did his now wife, Scarlett Bordeaux. She also got released as well. There were a lot of good talent that left WWE, and one of them was Dakota Kai. As you guys know, not too long after WrestleMania, Dakota Kai got released from WWE, and then of course too, Io Shirai or Io Sky, was out with a injury, and she ended up coming back at SummerSlam as well, as did Bayley. All three ended up both Bayley and Sky ended up getting injured. They came back at SummerSlam with in the most impactful way possible, literally targeting the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair, and also targeting potentially the Women's Tag Team titles as well. Apparently he shared a photo of a fan who was listening to his old theme song, his theme song in WWE, and apparently the post said that the person wished Kross would come back to WWE, and it's a possibility that he could. But another person that's been speculated to come back to WWE is Johnny Gargano, who posted a joke about him trending during SummerSlam, which I'm actually going to talk about here in a second, because I'm going to get to that right now. So he took to Twitter to and he poked fun at that post, and apparently he noticed, saying, "Wait, am I gonna be in the Fantastic Four?" It sounds stupid. It sounds stupid, but it's actually kind of hilarious. But here's what boggles my mind, because Karrion Kross' first match on Raw was against Jeff Hardy, and he lost. He had a pretty decent amount of success on Raw, having a good amount of wins, a couple losses here and there, but that could have given him a big push to go after the WWE title, or even the United States title if he wanted to, but it just didn't work out. It did not work out. So as far as Kross coming back, I'm all for it. I would not mind seeing it. I think it would be really good for him, because if he came back to WWE under Triple H's rule, there is no doubt in my mind. There is no doubt in my mind he'll become a 3-time NXT champion, as did Samoa Joe, and if he lost the title again, he'll jump ship over to Raw or SmackDown, have a few matches here and there, go after a title, boom, take it, and boom, he'll be a dominant champion. That's just how I see it. But that brings me to the question of the day. Do you guys want to see Gunther versus John Cena? And if so, who would win that match? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Oof. So you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And as always, make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media. Links will be in the description below. As will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.